Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurmana binti Muhammad Zazali. I'm from course DFE 1A, June 2025. Next. So this I have a 5 table of content: definition of floods, statistics of floods in Malaysia, cause of floods in Malaysia, effects of floods in Malaysia, and the last is ways to reduce floods in Malaysia. Next. So before I start that, I want to ask you guys about what do you know about what is flooding?
No.
So floods are natural disaster that happen when too much water overflow onto land that is normally dry. They are often caused by heavy rainfall, river overflow, dam fails, coastal form in Malaysia. Floods usually occur during the monsoon season, especially January's monsoon from November to March. Floods can damage homes, roads, and infrastructure, cause loss of life, and disrupt daily activities. So therefore, it is important for communities and the government to take steps to reduce the impact of floods. Next. So next we go to the statistics of floods in Malaysia. So first, the total loss from flood in 2025 reached 933.4 million ringgit, which was higher than in 2023, which was 755.4 million ringgit. Second, let's look at the state with the most damage. Third, the most effective destructives for the type of damage include. Next. So based on official statistic of flood in Malaysia, first, the total loss from floods in 2025. This one. 25 reached 933.4 million ringgit, higher than 2023, which was 755.4 million ringgit. So the most affected sector are living quarters, house, 307.2 million ringgit. Second, public asset and infrastructure, 303.4 million ringgit. 3 agriculture, 185.2 million ringgit. So second, let's look at the state with the most damage. Kelantan is the most affected state with 263 million loss. Then Kedah with 193.7 million ringgit, and Terengganu with 38.6 million ringgit. So 3, the most affected districts are Pasir Mas, 58 million ringgit, Besut 46.2 billion ringgit, and Tumpat 38.6 million ringgit. So 4, the type of damage include: in Kelantan, house damage cost 139 million ringgit. In Terengganu, public infrastructure damage cost 49.9 million ringgit. Agriculture in Kelantan is also badly affected with 180.2 million ringgit. So lastly, the bar chart at the bottom show the percentage of loss by category in every state, such as house, vehicle, business, and farm. In conclusion, flood cause serious damage to people, home, and the economy. So we must work together to protect the environment and prevent big floods in the future. So beside that, I want explain to you guys cause of floods in Malaysia. 1 is heavy rainfall, 2 is river overflow, 3 is poor drainage, 4 is deforestation, 5 is unplanned urban development, C is climate change. So next. So first is heavy rainfall. Too much rain in a short time cause water to collect and flood the area. So heavy rain is one of the main reasons why floods happen in Malaysia. When it rains too much in a short period of time, the water on the ground build up quickly. The soil and rain cannot hold or move the water fast enough, so the water stay on the surface and flood the area. So this is especially common during the monsoon season, which usually happen between November and March every year. For example, in states like Kelantan and Terengganu, the rain during monsoon is very heavy and continuous. This causes river to rise and water to overflow into village, towns and roads. So 2 is river overflow. Water level in river become too high and overflow onto land. So floods can happen when river become too full of water. After many days of rain, the water level in river rise. If the river is too full, it cannot hold all the water, so it's overflow. So this water then flow nearby land, especially area near a river bank. For example, in places like Kota Baru in Kelantan, many houses are built near rivers. When the rivers is overflow, these home areas are easily flooded. So 3 is poor drainage system. Block or small drains stop water from flowing out properly. So if the drainage system is old, small, blocked or not well maintained, water cannot flow away smooth. This make rainwater collect on road and in low areas. Sometimes trash and leaf block the drains, making the situation worse. Without a good drainage system, even a short period of rain can cause flash flood in towns and cities. Namely, in certain area of KL, block or small drain often cause flood after just 1 or 2 hours of heavy rain, especially in low lying place. So 4 is deforestation. Cutting down trees reduce water absorption by the soil. So forests and trees help absorb rainwater through their roots. When trees are cut down for farming, building and logging, the soil become bare and cannot absorb water properly. As a result, the rainwater flow very fast into rivers, causing them to rise quickly and overflow. To make flood more likely in area, they used to have a forest. For example, in area of Pahang and Sarawak, where our forests are clear, there is a higher risk to floods because there are not trees to hold and slow down the water. So 5 is unplanned urban development. Cement land stops rainwater from soaking into the ground. So when city grow too fast without properly planning, natural land is replaced by road, building and cement. Their surface do not allow water to absorb the ground. So during rain, the water has nowhere to go and will flow quickly across the surface, leading to floods. This problem become worse if there are not enough green area so park in the city. Namely, in fast-growing cities like Johor Bahru and Penang, unplanned development has caused more frequent floods, especially in areas with many buildings and little open land. So the last is climate change. Extreme weather and rising sea level increase the risk of floods. So climate change means the weather around the world is becoming more extreme. Global warming causes heavy rain, rising sea level and unpredictable weather. This land is too high risk of floods in many places. Climate change may make flood happen more often and more severely. For example, in coastal area like Sabah and Selangor, climate change may cause more rainstorm and sea level rise, making this area are more likely to flood in the coming area. Next. So next, I want to tell you guys about effect of floods in Malaysia. So first is damage to homes and property. 2 is loss of life and injuries. 3 of disruption of daily activities, 4 is spread of disease, 5 is damage to roads and infrastructure, 6 is economic loss. So first is damage to home and property. Flood water can enter house and damage furniture, appliances and buildings. So damage to homes and property refer to the destruction, vehicle and belonging owned by individual or communities as a result of a disaster or unwanted incident. Such as damage can lead to significant loss in terms of finance, conflicts and the safety of the occupants. For example, when a major flood started in the state of Kelantan in 2020 and 14, thousands of homes were severely damaged after being submerged in water. Many times, such as furniture, electrical appliances, and vehicles were completely destroyed. Residents were forced to relocate to temporary evacuation centers and suffered property loss amount 2 million ringgit. This damage not only disruption daily life but require a long time for recovery. So 2 is loss of life and injury. Flood can dangerous. People may drown or get hurt, especially if the flood happen quickly. So furthermore, the flood disaster has also resulted in loss of life and injury among the victims. The sudden rise to flood water can leave residents with insufficient times of escape, particularly among vulnerable groups such as elderly, children, and people with disabilities. This situation becomes even more dangerous when strong current wash away the victim or trap the inside their home or vehicle. For example, the major floods that occurred in several states along Malaysia, it caused at the end of 2021 claim many 15 lives. So this incident clearly demonstrates that flood only cause material loss but also claim life and leave deep emotions scared to victim families. So 3 is disruption of daily activities. School, office and shop may have to close. Road can be blocked by water. So in addition to causing physical damage, flood disaster also disrupt the daily activities for the community. When an area is hit by a flood, many public facilities and infrastructure are affected, such as road begin submerged, electrical and water supplies begin cut off, and the closure of business permits and education institutions. So this situation make it difficult to residents to carry out their daily routines such as going to work, attending school, seeking medical treatment or purchasing basic facilities. For example, during the major floods in the Klang Valley in December 2021, many areas such as Shah Alam and Klang were completely paralyzed. So 4 is spread of disease. Dirty flood water can cause waterborne disease like cholera, dengue, and skin infection. So next, the spread of disease is one of the negative effects of flood that often occur after the water residents. Flood water contaminate the environment with mud garbage, human waste, and animal carcass. This creates breeding ground for bacteria and mosquito, which can spread various infection diseases such as diarrhea, dengue fever, and skin infection. For example, after the major floods in southern Malaysia state in 2021, The KKM Ministration of Health report in infection diseases such as respiratory infection and skin problem among flood victims. So 5 is damage to roads and infrastructure. Roads, bridge and public facilities like power lines can be damaged or destroyed. Consequence of major floods in Malaysia, continuous exposure to flood water, weakness road surface causing potholes, crack or in the severest case, complete collapse. Flood water also damage public infrastructure such as electrical, poles, water and supply system and telecommunication network, thereby disruption, essential service and increased repair loss. For example, during the major floods in Kelantan and Pahang in 2011, many roads were submerged or destroyed, cutting off access to remote area. So the last one is economic loss. Floods affect business, agriculture and transportation, causing a big money loss. Flood cause major economic loss when a business were missed, factories, crop and livestock and destroyed. Many businesses are forced to close, workers lose income and repair costs increase. For instance, the massive loss at the end of 2021 caused loss exceeding RM1 million ringgit in work damage to property and the agriculture sector. To show how serious the impact of flood can be on the nation economy. So you can see the video.
Today we answer the question, what is a flood? So you probably have heard the word flood before, but what is a flood? Floods are known to be one of the Earth's most common and most destructive natural hazards. A flood is a natural event or occurrence where a piece of land that is typically dry suddenly gets submerged underwater. But what causes flooding? There are actually several reasons floods can occur. They can occur when either there is too much rain, or when a dam breaks, or even if a large amount of ice melts. Like, have you ever left the water of a faucet running too long when taking a bath? The water fills up the entire bathtub to the top, and then eventually pours over the side and onto the bathroom floor. The floor, which is typically dry, gets covered in water, getting everything wet, and you have just flooded the bathroom. Fortunately, most floods can take a while to develop, giving people enough time to avoid them. So it's important to keep updated on weather conditions where you are, so you don't get caught in the middle of a huge flood. Unfortunately, floods typically do a lot of damage to the areas that occur. Floods cause more than $40 billion in damage worldwide annually. They do damages to buildings, homes, roads, pretty much everything, and it takes a lot of money to repair everything back to normal. Even when the floods dry up, they leave the area covered in silts of mud. The water and landscape can be contaminated with hazardous materials, such as sharp debris, pesticides, fuel, and untreated sewage. If it's a residential area that's flooded, usually the area isn't safe to occupy due to diseases that could be there now. So it's very sad to hear people losing their entire homes and having to move somewhere else due to a flood. There are ways that floods can be prevented or reduced. One of the biggest ways is by adding retaining or sandbags if you live in an area that's prone to flooding. It's important that your city spends the time and money planning for floods, so everyone remains safe and proper. So that answers the question, what is a flood? That took some thinking. I enjoyed watching. right, if you would subscribe to the channel.
So do you guys understand about the video that I show? So before I end for this presentation, I want to talk to you guys about ways to reduce floods in Malaysia. So first is improve drainage system. 2 is build floods, barriers and walls. 3 is afforestation, planting more trees. 4 is public awareness and education. 5 is clean and maintain a river. So next. So first is improve drainage system. Build bigger and better drain to water can flow out quickly. So efficient drainage system help water flow quickly during heavy rain, preventing overflow, upgrading old drain and ensure there are not lock or crucial. For example, the smart tunnel in KL function as a boat traffic tunnel and a flood control system. 2 is build flood and barriers and walls. Flood walls or barriers help stop river water from entering towns. Construction flood wells in low-lying and riverside area can prevent water from entering residential area can prevent water commercial to zone. For instance, barriers along the Kelang River have been built to protect urban area from major flood, especially during monsoon season. Next. So 3 is afforestation, planting more trees help absorb rainwater and prevent soil erosion. So tree and vegetation play a major role in absorption rainwater and prevent soil erosion. In forest area, tree roots hold the soil together and slow down the flow of water, reducing the risk of flood and landslide after severe flooding and landslide in Hulu Lanai. 5 is for public awareness and education. Teach people not to throw rubbish and drain and river. So community knowledge is the key in reducing the impact of floods. When people are aware to early warning system, emergency procedure and more safe. Agencies like NECMA often conduct campaign in school, village and urban communities to educate the public on floods preparedness, including how to create emergency kits and evacuation plans. So the last is clean and maintain river. These ponds collect extra rainwater to stop flooding in the towns. Local river and drain fill it with garbage or sediments cause water to overflow. Even with moderate rainfall, regular cleaning and maintain ensure smooth water flow. The River of the Lake project in KL focus on cleaning up major rivers in the city, turning pollution rivers into clean and flowing waterways. A step that not only would improve the environment but also help prevent floods. So the last is conclusion. Floods in Malaysia are a serious problem that affect people, homes and the economy. They are caused by heavy rain, poor drainage and deforestation. To reduce floods, we must improve drainage system, plant more trees and clean river. The government and the people must work together to keep our environment clean and safe. With the right action, we can protect our country from floods in the future. The end for this presentation. Thank you.